Padhake's Neat Biology, and in today's session I am discuss about the cell as pressure system, where we study about the different kinds of pressure required to maintain the turgid state of the cell, as well as we also discuss about the diffusion pressure deficiency or DPD. So let's begin with the today's topic, that cell as a pressure system. When we study about the cell as a pressure system, so here you remember in plant cell the thick cell wall is present at the outermost of plasma membrane, and inside the plasma membrane protoplasm is present. That you all are knowing the typical structure of the plant cell. The single large vacuole is present and the nucleus is towards the periphery is located. So these are the common features. Now when we begins with the cell as a pressure system, so first pressure we study, that first pressure is called as turgor pressure, and this turgor pressure generally indicated by the TP. So turgor pressure when you study, so you remember whenever cell is in turgid state, at that time you remember the protoplasm of the cell exert a pressure on cell wall, or it exert the pressure towards the periphery of the cell. So turgor pressure, students, you remember the turgor pressure is always present when the cell is in turgid state, and secondly turgor pressure is always be towards the external surface of the cell. To maintain this turgor pressure, the another pressure is developed by the cell wall, and that pressure you remember is commonly called as wall pressure. So wall pressure is always be exert from the cell wall, and it exerted towards the protoplasm or towards the center of the turgid cell. So here red color arrow show the wall pressure and black ones show the turgor pressure. Now wall pressure when we study, so simply name indicate it is raised by the cell wall. So first you remember turgor pressure. Turgor pressure you remember, turgor pressure is commonly represented by TP, and turgor pressure you remember it is towards cell wall, and it is developed by protoplasm in turgid cell. So turgid cell show the maximum value of the turgor pressure, whereas in flaccid cell the turgor pressure is nearly zero. Wall pressure you remember, wall pressure as we indicated by WP. Wall pressure is always be कहाँ पे होगा, it always present towards protoplasm or towards center of the cell, and secondly as it exert by cell wall, that's why it is called as wall pressure. It again the value of wall pressure is also maximum in case of a turgid cell. So one most important thing you remember, both turgor pressure and wall pressure when equivalent, then the cell you remember cell remain present in turgid state. So to maintain the turgidity, the wall pressure and turgor pressure should always be equivalent. Now both pressure you remember, both the pressures are always equal, but they are in opposite direction. This more important thing you remember, they are in opposite direction. So this part you remember, both the pressures are equal to each other, but both are opposite in direction. Turgor pressure towards the cell wall and wall pressure is always towards the protoplasm. Now one another kind of pressure we study here, that pressure is called as osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure you remember, Already we study about the phenomena of osmosis in last session. The students who are new for the today, they can go through the link which is provided above and study for or clear your concept for the process of osmosis. Osmotic pressure, you remember the pressure which is developed during the process of osmosis, commonly हम कहते हैं that pressure is called osmotic pressure, or the pressure which prevent the entry of water inside the cell or the diffusion of water. That pressure is called as osmotic pressure. Now when we study about the osmotic pressure, so osmotic pressure, you remember the value of osmotic pressure is directly depend on solute potential of the cell. Now what is solute potential? Solute potential means, you remember, the amount of solute whatever be present in that solution, that amount of solute is called as solute potential. In simple terms समझने के लिए याद रखिए. So when greater the solute potential, the greater as we increases the amount of solute or we increases the solute potential, the pressure potential also increases. Then pressure potential means what kind of pressure? The osmotic pressure of the cell also increases. So you remember the osmotic pressure is dependent on solute potential. Dependency is direct, and here you remember greater the solute potential, higher the value of pressure potential. So this part you remember, pressure potential means osmotic pressure. So higher the value of pressure potential. So this part you remember. In common terms, you remember whenever cell you remember the cell is present in two states. Either the cell is saturated with water, that means there is no demand for water, and in second condition cell, you remember, cell is deficient with water. When the cell is deficient with water, that means you remember in that cell the solute potential is more, and whenever cell is deficient with water, the osmotic pressure of the cell, you remember, maximum. So this is the simple term to solve the question. Simple आप expression कह सकते हैं to solve the objective questions, because sometimes questions are based on the concept of osmotic pressure. So for that you remember the cell where the deficiency of water or demand for water, there the osmotic pressure is always be maximum, and in this case osmotic pressure is minimum, or you can say osmotic pressure is 0. So this condition you remember. Now when we study about the movement of water from from a region of osmotic pressure, so how does water is move according to osmotic pressure? So here you remember, suppose the three cells are there, and these three cells when having a three different value of osmotic pressure, A, B and C, three cells are there. In A cell osmotic pressure is 8 atmosphere. In B cell osmotic pressure is 4 atmospheric pressure, and the C cell suppose show the atmospheric pressure of osmotic pressure कितना है यहाँ पे 12 atmospheric pressure. Then what is the path of water, or in what way the water is to be transported? For such type of question you remember the water transport is always take place, water transport from low osmotic pressure towards the region of high osmotic pressure. So this thing you remember, from a region of low osmotic pressure water is transported towards high osmotic pressure. Now low osmotic pressure means among these three cells 4 atmospheric pressure is a low osmotic pressure. So from B cell you remember water is transported towards A cell, as well as water is transported towards C cell. Secondly, the in between A and C cell, the water osmotic pressure of the A cell is low as compared to C. So water from A cell is transported towards the C cell. So this part you remember very well. This only concept, this part you remember. If the cell is saturated with water, then the osmotic pressure is low, and the deficiency of water or the as solute potential increases, the water osmotic pressure is also increases. This part you remember. Secondly, आप याद रखिए, water always move according to osmotic pressure, low osmotic pressure towards the high osmotic pressure. Now we come towards the diffusion pressure deficiency. So when you study about the cell as a pressure system, so three major pressure you remember for the cell, that the turgor pressure, wall pressure as well as osmotic pressure. And now we come towards the diffusion pressure deficiency. So students, let's begin with diffusion pressure deficiency or DPD. Now first we study how the diffusion pressure deficiency is caused. Clear? When we study about a diffusion pressure deficient cell, so here you remember, suppose this is our system, and in this system initially only pure water is present. When pure water is present in system or in beaker, then the water molecules can diffuse in all the possible direction freely. So in pure water, you remember, the diffusion pressure is maximum. But as we mix the solute from the outer surface, so here you remember, due to presence of solute or due to dissolution of solute, the diffusion pressure of the water decreases, or we observe the deficiency in diffusion pressure because the water molecule can't be moved freely in all the direction as it strikes on the solute particle, and the diffusion pressure decreases. So pure water show the maximum diffusion pressure, whereas in case of solution, you remember, diffusion pressure is decreases, or simply you can say the diffusion pressure goes down. So this concept you remember, why the diffusion pressure of water decreases, because the water molecule, in this case water molecule freely move in all the direction, but when as we move at the solute and the pure water become a solution, so when suppose this water molecule start to move in this direction, so it comes and bounce on the solute particle, and because of that the movement of water molecule or the diffusion pressure of the water molecule decreases. Therefore, whenever we study about the DPD, so DPD already you remember, DPD is a diffusion pressure deficiency. And what is DPD? DPD you simply define the difference between the osmotic pressure and turgor pressure of the cell is called as DPD. Now already we study about the osmotic pressure and turgor pressure. Now in fully turgid state, you remember, in fully turgid state, turgor pressure is always equivalent to wall pressure, though they are opposite in direction, not opposite in sign. So here you remember, the diffusion pressure deficiency or DPD in fully turgid state is also equivalent to OP minus WP if the value of wall pressure is provided in this case. So this is the value of DPD for the turgid state of the cell. If the cell, you remember, if the cell is flaccid, in that condition, you remember, the turgor pressure in flaccid cell is 0, and in flaccid state, the DPD of the cell is always equivalent to osmotic pressure, because if you place OP minus TP, TP is 0. So DPD is always आपका कैसे होगा? It is always be equivalent to the osmotic pressure. So this part you remember. The cell where the osmotic pressure is 0, cell with 0 osmotic pressure. So 0 osmotic pressure, here you remember the DPD of the cell is always equivalent to turgor pressure because there is no demand of water for the cell. So here remember the value of DPD for the different cells. For normal cell, DPD is OP minus TP. For a flaccid cell, the value of DPD is equivalent to osmotic pressure. That DPD is always equivalent to OP. And when the OP of the cell is 0, in that case, you remember the DPD is always equivalent to the turgor pressure. Now again we study how the water is moved from the one cell to another cell according to concept of DPD. So here you remember the water movement again. Water movement is take place according to DPD is always from the low DPD towards the region of high DPD. So this part you remember, water always move from the region of low DPD towards the region of high DPD, and in this case also we obtain a 2 or 3 kinds of questions. Suppose there are 3 cells, the cell A, B and C. Again A cell, B cell and C cell. The A cell is having here the values are provided. Sometimes the value of osmotic pressure is exactly similar for all the cells. Suppose the osmotic pressure is 12 atmospheric pressure in all the cell, but the value of turgor pressure here 4, the value of turgor pressure 8 and the value of turgor pressure suppose here 6. Then what is the movement of water? So here you remember when we study about the movement of water in such conditions, so you remember this concept that low DPD to high DPD. If we obtain the DPD for this cell, so OP minus TP means DPD here for A cell DPD is 8 at 8. In this case the DPD if you obtain, so DPD is 4. And here the DPD is 6 value of the DPD or 6 atmospheric pressure आप कह रहे हैं 6. Now how the movement is take place? So among these 3 cells, the B cell is having the lowest DPD. So from B cell water is moved towards the cell A, and from B cell also water is moved towards the cell C. As well as in between C and A, if you observe, the C cell is having the low DPD. So water from a C cell is moved towards the A. So this part you remember, the sometime options are provided in this way: BA, BC and CA. So in this case, this is the correct option, that water from B to A, water from B to C, and then the water is moved from C towards the A cell. So this is all about the diffusion pressure deficient or DPD. Now one time we again revise in a very short that how does the movement of water is take place according to the different concepts. Students, we study about the movement of water between the plant cell according to different concepts. Here we draw, this is the plasma membrane, and through this plasma membrane the 2 cells which are osmotically differ in their concentration or concentration wise they are differ, we separate them. The one cell show hypotonic concentration and another cell is hypertonic in concentration. Short I use, suppose this is A cell is hypotonic and B is hypertonic, both the cells get separated with the help of plasma membrane. Now when we study about the water movement according to hypotonic and hypertonic concept, so water always be moved from the region of hypotonic concentration towards the region of hypertonic concentration. When we study about the osmotic pressure. So you remember the region where the concentration is hypotonic, osmotic pressure is always be low. So low osmotic pressure, and in hypertonic concentration, osmotic pressure is always be high. So here you remember the water again always be moved from the region of low osmotic pressure to the region of high osmotic pressure. When we study about the osmotic pressure, at that time one term we study that is called as osmotic potential. So here you remember osmotic pressure and osmotic potential both are exactly equivalent to each other, but osmotic potential is a negative value. So value wise both are equivalent, but osmotic potential is negative and osmotic pressure is a positive value. So when we study about the osmotic pressure, at the same time we study about osmotic potential also. Osmotic potential, the region where the osmotic pressure is low, osmotic potential, here you remember osmotic potential in this region is always high, and the region where osmotic pressure is high, so the osmotic potential is low. And if we study or the question if asked for the water movement according to osmotic potential, so the water is always be moved from the region of high osmotic potential towards the region of low osmotic potential. Now the fourth concept for water movement we study, that is DPD. DPD, you remember the region where the concentration is hypotonic, the DPD is always low, and in the cell with hypertonic concentration show the value of high DPD. And again now it is clear to all, according to concept of DPD also, water is moved from the region of low DPD towards the region of high DPD. So this part you remember, this you can नोट डाउन और स्क्रीनशॉट आप ले सकते हैं इसका, बिकॉज दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट मेमोरी चार्ट फॉर द सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस, ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस और मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन फॉर योर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स इन नीट. So that part you remember here. So with this topic and revision, I completed today's session. That is the mainly हम study कर रहे थे pressure system. Cell as a pressure system, and we study about the diffusion pressure deficiency and how the water is moved if the question is placed for the differentiate different concept. So this part you remember very well, and hope कि आप सबको ये जितना भी part था, because this is one of the most confusing part for the students, that osmotic pressure, osmotic potential, how it become generated or causes the movement of water in different direction. So I think it is clear to all. Next session with next topic of the same chapter we will continue. By that time you stay positive and stay